Hello, everyone. I'm Smogles. I'm not a robot. Should I cut that?
I am Smogles and I'm not a robot. I'm a normal guy with normal thoughts. I am Smogles and I'm just like you. There's no reason to believe I'm anything else. Totally do.
Okay, so here we are. Lemon Mina, a worker and daughter, who we will be meeting, having worked at this Havenage scrapyard. Who will probably give us some stuff. On the other side of things, Ethan is probably gonna try to kill us in about 8 days, 8 cycles. What are other things? Build a ship mind. We have 2 parts. So, Fang needs to be in the green. So many people need stuff on the other side, which who knows? Maybe I actually might be able to get that handled in a little bit. I'm pretty sure I just pay one and we're good. So we'll see. Lemon Mina. From the walkway, the side real horizon looks impossibly vast. A landscape of plating and frames all along her flanks. Torches flicker, drones maneuver, arc lights glint. The sense of scale of industry is both stunning and strangely unsettling. She's quite beautiful, I think. You turn and see a figure a little way down the walkway, leaning at the rail. He is thin, ragged, his work gear poorly fitting and loose. The torches of the side rail horizon flicker in his eyes as he turns to you. Lem leans back from the rail, revealing a child standing beside him, staring out at the ship. And this is Mina. Hi, Mina. She stares and tucks herself behind Len, who dutifully picks her up. She's a little slow to trust, aren't you, Mina? She buries her face in the folds of his overalls. Mina looks out from Lem's chest, a dark brown eye twinkling among the rough material. You working on her then? Lem asks eagerly, gesturing to the vast ship, or just admiring. He shifts Mina's weight to his other arm. Admiring. Understandable. He nods, gazing back out at the side real horizon. You like her too, don't you, Mina? He jostles her a little. She's Mina's and my ticket out of this place. Our escape vector, so to speak. How? You haven't heard. Anyone who takes a Havenage contract on the side real horizon will be entered into a draw for the transit support crew. He smiles. We won't get to sleep the journey through, but a couple decades of service will be nothing for me and Mina if it means landfall in a new world. Transit support. Uh-huh. Someone needs to stay awake to keep the thing running. He straightens up, stretching his back. It's a colony ship, friend. Celis Foundation is sending thousands to settle a system well outside the reach of the core worlds. It'll be a totally independent colony. No surrogacy, no corporations. Why is it here? Why build it here, you mean? He grins. Don't ask me that. I know as much as Mina about that. He ruffles Mina's hair thoughtfully. I suppose many corporations weren't too happy about breaking with the idea of surrogacy, setting up somewhere without feeding it back to the core. Maybe Celis got locked out of the corporate shipyards, had to go begging for somewhere to set up. Homeless. It's like Mina and me. Mina responds by pushing his hand away. Daddy. She whispers, food. Pulling an exaggerated grumpy face. She glances furtively at you as she plays with a set of dog tags that hang from Lem's neck. Just chatting a little, meanie. Give Daddy a second. Turns back to you. Suddenly you notice how tired he looks. I'm not on the Havenage crew yet, but I'll work my way in. You can do it too, friend. We have to stick together. He smiles a little shakily. Wonder how long he's been working to break into that official shipyard crew. Yeah, for sure. He looks out the side rail horizon of trying to pull energy from those flickering torches from the fast hull. Gotta hold out, okay? You aren't quite sure if he's talking to you. That's how it works. He stares out. Mina catches your eye cautiously. You agree, Mina? She straightens up and meets your eye. Daddy loves me. She says it stubbornly, daring you to question her. Lem smiles and lifts Mina. That's it. You hold on. He smiles sheepishly at you. We are just a couple of softies, isn't that right, Mina? He sets her down, standing by his side. She clings to his leg. Gotta feed this one. He pats her back. Maybe see you on a shift, huh? Turns, they walk down the walkway away from the shipyard. See them talking, and then a moment later, Mina turns around and stops. See you, robot! Her shout echoes down the walkway as she flashes you a parting smile before running to catch up with Lem. Watch them a little before you turn back to the impossible scale of the sidereal horizon. To get out. Hey, you drive. So I'm definitely in the junior tech area. I could just try to buy a ship mine. Let's hope it works. Let's try that. There it is. Alright, let's go court here. Sell those. Now. Okay. I can do this a bunch of times. Great. Now. Okay. Now the question, Minecraft, come on. I Okay, how about I'm gonna give the ship mind to the ambergris because I feel that's a good thing, good ally to have. Right now, I'm not doing so much hacking that I might be in danger at this point. Drop a huge cylinder into the mess room table, and Kita can't hide her excitement. Yes. Dropped a ship mine core into galley table with an emphatic bang. And Kita spins around from where she's been poring over some documents on her slate. Holy shit, Sleeper. Did you actually land a ship mine? She rushes over, hefts the huge cylinder, turning it back and forth. Well, shit. I actually work. She smiles, wider than you've ever seen. Where'd you get it? I built it. Built it? Oh, well. You are full of surprises. And Kita bangs on the galley wall. Hear that, Amber? Sleeper got you a ship mined. Sound echoes across the ship's passages. You have to admit, being in a small space with Kita when she's this excited is a little intimidating. And Kita puts the ship mined on the table. I'll start the process of fitting it as soon as I can. Might need your help with some of it. She heads back towards the counter, grab her slate. This isn't the only good news today either. Looks like my good karma is finally coming in. She throws a slate onto the table, spins it so you can see the screen. Take a look at this. You see a list of names and numbers, nothing that exciting, along with what looks like a transit timetable. I found them. Found who? My crew. She points out a name on the list, or more specifically, Ashton Cade. It was his pass that was used to access the amber and slice the ship mine, and I thought he might have been killed or robbed, and his pass stolen. But it turns out he crossed the Founder's Gap the very next cycle. Fine, I'll get to... Game, I will get to the Founder's Gap. I'm just taking care of everything that's happening here first. How do you know? I know some of the crew over at the ferry, old mercs, used to run an outfit I work with. Saw them in the Overlook. They mentioned they saw Ashton crossing. Checked the manifests. There he was. Looks suspicious. He hasn't said a word since the theft, and anyone wanting to hide out might head to the Greenway and go to ground. She flexes. He won't get far, though. There's no real docks out here, only a couple jetties in the wastes. So what now? Now I fit the ship mine. That's the first priority. She pauses. But maybe you can help me out? Where's this going? It's like this. I head over there, especially in Amber. He'll spot me a mile off and go underground. He'll find a way to slip the station, or he'll bury himself so deep in the waste no one will find him. But you, Ashton, doesn't know you. All I need is for you to go there, sniff around. Not the commune, not the stacks. He'll have gone to the edges, the margins, the wild places. That's what Ashton likes. See him, you locate him, ping me on this. He gives you a comm earpiece. Seeing as this is merc work, I'll be happy to give you merc pay. She shifts in her seat. The thing is, I haven't got much left. So how about I tell the boys who run the ferry to give you a discount? I know it's not much, but once I grab the coward, I'll pay up. 200 cryo, nothing less. What you say? She meets your eye. Got it. She gives you a heavy whack on the shoulder. Good, I owe you. She lifts the ship mine onto her shoulder with worrying ease. I'm gonna go get this fit in the Ember's core. You get any info, any sense of where Ashton is hiding, let me know. She goes to turn and then stops. Once again, Sleeper, thank you. I appreciate it. Ankita stomps soft into the guts of the Amber with the ship mine, leaving you in the galley. You glance around, a sudden nervous energy descending on what is to come. Never thought you'd get work as a mercenary, but then again, it seems the eye is full of surprises. Okay, and how much is this discount? Wow, oh, that's very nice. Oh, I am so glad I talked to her before trying to move on. Oh boy. What's she doing right now? Oh, no. That's not her. That's the offloading. Okay. I get unit assembly. Probably not gonna get random scrap. That. I go to Rabia's. I keep on doing the tithe collecting. Great, got some scrap components to sell. Now I have a 1 to work with. See how this works. Okay. Guess we'll go to sleep. Saving my oh, that's very good. It's very good. Do I pay the Founder's Gap now? Let's fully explore everything we have here. Or, counterpoint, we get this stupid tracker off me so that Oh, well, no, let's not worry about it. Okay. Unit assembly. Some money. I do that. Perfect. Got even more cryo. Summit. Goodbye. Another shit. No, it's not gonna work. Now the pipes have decided they needed to activate. That's fun. Really? It's not even that cold out. Why do you need to do that? Alright, temper tea house. Data, right. Low end, yes. Spend that. Let's do the guarantee real good stuff. Great, and control the ward. Also get me free energy. Great. Okay, now might be the time where I pay for that Greenway stuff, because now we're in a much better spot. Just for fun. Great. Ooh, hello there. And abandoned housing unit where I can change where I live. So I'm no longer living at a warehouse. That could be nice. Could be very nice. All right. Pay the toll. As you step out of the passageway, someone barrels into you from behind, sending you stumbling down the corridor. You turn and see an unfamiliar spacer laden with heavy gear. She steadies herself, staring you down as if daring you to respond. Sorry. She adjusts the straps on her shoulder, holding up a hand in recognition before setting off down the corridor. That was ETH. This is Peak. Cautious XPR Spacer. I'm sorry for her. Second Spacer smiles at you apologetically. She's on a mission, and when she's on a mission, they shrug. Not a problem. They smile. You're sweet. Peak! Ish stands further down. Ish stands further down the corridor, glowering at her friend. She chops the air, pointing down the corridor to whatever end she's rushing to. Raises their eyebrows at you. Ish, please. Do you want everyone on the station to hate us? Ish hardens. They want to hate us. They can hate us. She drops her hip. I'm not exactly seeing much love as it is. We're lucky we got through before they set up that damn cordon. Cordon? He gestures in your direction. See, they don't even know what you're talking about. The station isn't Hawthorne. Not everyone has to follow some corporate protocol. Ish sighs. I'm not saying they are the administration. She jerks her head in your direction, but I am saying we need to get these supplies to the Briar before someone starts asking questions. Can I help? Speaking of questions. Pig smiles slyly. See, Ish, help, isn't that exactly what we need right now? Pig. Ish rolls her eyes. Pig ignores her. We are with the refugees. The ones Havenage have cordoned off from entering the station. Ish interrupts. The ones who are being quarantined in makeshift vessels that barely made it to the eye to begin with. The ones that your station administrators have called an existential risk and are running out of supplies while their right to safety is being debated by people with no stake in their future. She quickly looks away, annoyed at her own outburst. Pig sighs. She's right. People are trapped out there, and they turn to Ish. We understand that this is a big problem for the Eye. Hundreds of refugees and more ships turning up each cycle. Hold a hand up to stop Ish interrupting, but... Ish turns away, her burning anger a palpable force in close quarters of the corridor. They need supplies, and after everything they've been through, the quarantine isn't helping. It's terrible. Ish looks back at you, her fierceness fading. Peek, please. Ish gathers herself in the supplies. Ish, we need help. Just like the refugees need us, we need others too. I smile at her. Peek turns to you. Come find us. The climbing briar is docked on the broken spoke, past the greenway in the wastes. We have good view of the cordon, though we are now keeping our distance for now. Come help us. They squeeze your hand. Ish turns to leave and Peek follows, waving goodbye. A moment later, Ish backs down the corridor. Don't bother coming empty-handed. You want to help? Show us. Bring supplies or don't come at all. With that, they disappear around the corner, Ish already picking up speed as Pete calls for her to slow down. Refugee flotilla? Where are they coming from? Why now? Each time you think you begin to understand this place, something changes. Okay. Let's take the ferry across, but I've already paid, so we're all good there. Okay. Okay. This is not bad at all. This is not bad. It's good. Pretty good, actually. Continue with the unit assembly. Some extra money out of that. Let's do Bing. Okay, well, I got yet again Insider, at least, even though I lost energy from that. Okay. Great. Things are progressing on that end. I'm sure there's a lot to explore, but I really kind of just want to get a full range of stuff going. And I think I will take my stabilizer now. Okay. Should... some grub. You know what? I'm a fool. I should. Next cycle, I'm gonna explore the Greenway. I'm gonna explore the Greenway, find the stuff I need. That's what I'm gonna do. Should I focus on Rabia? Why? Why? Well, I can get this done. Let's do that. Perfect. Each shift, a crowd of would-be workers gathers outside the shipyard, each of them clinging to a 4-digit number printed on a receipt paper. These are their assignment numbers, and you are either called for a shift or you aren't. As you arrive, the crowd is restless and chatter rumbles through the lines. Those who, like you, have graduated to the work teams, shifts are guaranteed. Having just walked out of a meeting with a supervisor where you're praised for your efforts, you feel the glow of a job well done. You can't help but feel empathy for those you huddled as you pass, waiting for their number to come up. You keep your head down as you leave the shipyard, feeling a little guilty as you do. Hey, sleeper, wait up! Lem's voice trembles as he shouts above the rumble of the crowd, and you turn to see him pushing through, Mina crying in his arms. Lem! Good to see you, friend. He is breathing harder after shouldering through the waiting workers. Made a work team. Good for you. He tries as he catches his breath, stroking Mina's hair as he does. Shh, baby. Give me a second here. He smiles weakly at you as he comforts her. Cries start to fade. Out of the crowd, he sets Mina down by his side, shiny streaks down both her cheeks. As he does, you see he's clutching an assignment number on a crumpled piece of paper. Is Mina okay? She's good. We just had a rush up here. He puts his hand on her shoulder. She clings to his side. Esther, who usually takes her, is sick. He stretches. I don't know. A noise sounds from the entrance, a klaxon, followed by a list of numbers glowing brightly on a display screen. The crowd responds instantly, pushing and pulling as people try to wade into the entry checkpoint. Lem stops and turns towards the crowd, glances down the crumpled paper. It's my number. Shit. Mina? He starts patting the pockets on his gear and glancing around. Go. I'll watch her. He blinks a little, staring. Thank you. He crouches to Mina. You're gonna stay with our friend here, okay? They're gonna keep you safe and, here, take her bag. She shoves it into your hands. She's got food, Shit, I have to go. He backs away into the crowd. Mina, I'll be back real soon, okay? Be good. I'm suddenly apparent. Then Lem disappears into the roiling crowd, who are now trying to get into the shipyard before it locks down. Mina stands staring, suddenly without Lem at her side. She fixes you with a dark-eyed look you can't quite read. Hey, Mina. She holds a stare, unmoving. The two parallel tear tracks still glint on her cheeks. Okay. He snicks and looks down. Look in the bag. You unlatch the top of the bag and see a few metal containers fashioned from scrap and components. Battered slate sits on top, blinking a low battery warning. Tucked beside it is a ragged rabbit, hand sewn. Take the rabbit. Pull the rabbit out of the bag. Its long limbs waggling as you do. Mina goes to jump and grab it, but holds herself back. She stands and hugs herself, eyes on the rabbit. Give her the rabbit. You hold out the rabbit. Mina snatches it from your hand. She hugs it tightly without looking away from you. Bun, bun, she says, staring you down, ferocious despite her size. Hi, Bun, bun. You move a little closer as you speak, closing a gap. He doesn't speak, she says. She looks at you suspiciously, but her face softens a little. She waggles Bun Bun in front of you and then walks him up your arm and onto your shoulder where he sits. She pokes your arm a couple of times. Are you really a robot? Sort of. Yeah, she thinks. Me too. Valid. Mina has more questions. Lots of questions. Questions about how you breathe or if you rust. But before long, you're talking about rabbits and what Esther, the lady who usually takes her, smells like. And whether or not fairies live in the ice heating pipes. You pass the time like this, sitting side by side on the floor of the walkways as others pass by, sometimes talking, sometimes drawing on the slate, sometimes playing with Bun Bun the rabbit. This is how Lem finds you, just as you both are starting to yawn. He is dirty and tired, but Mina leaps up his legs and into his arms as he stumbles backwards. You two get on okay? He asks, trying to keep Mina from climbing onto his shoulders. More than okay. Mina shoots you a smile from Lem's arms, her suspicion gone. Well, well, well. Looks like Meanie can be nice. He pokes her in the ribs and she squeals in delight. Thank you, friend. I mean it. He gives you a warm, wide smile. I owe you. Look. He glances around. It seems like Esther, the lady who usually watches her, is going to be out for a smell. If you ever have some time, I really appreciate you coming down to our place in the low end. He grins sheepishly. You have time. But now I have to take this one to eat. He plays at biting Mina. She giggles in response. See you, sleeper. She waves and he waves and they stumble down the corridor, drawing gazes from passing spacers as Mina's laughter echoes down the corridor in bright squeals. I will do anything for these two. Anything. Ooh, Sidereal Horizon. Oh, okay. Huge work being done there. Right. Good. All right. That's their spot. Oh, I can do some babysitting for them. That's sweet. All right, let's do stuff for Rabia. Let's do this one. A little stuff. Great, and some energy. Ooh. As you say your goodbyes to the enforcers, walk back through the low end, a chirruping catches your attention. Quiet corridor, away from the main thoroughfares, someone has stuck a small recorder to the wall in a suit sealant tape. Written across the fluorescent tape is one word: sleeper. Peel it away from the wall. As you do, it triggers some kind of improvised trip switch. Sleeper! Sabine's voice crackles through. I have seen you with the Ottogan members. Are they holding you captive now? A high whine. I am sorry if I dragged you into this. Do not trust them. Something is happening within the gang. Some type of power struggle. You cover the speaker a little. Their voice too loud in the quiet corridor. I will come soon. Thanks to your efforts, I have located most of their properties. The right time. Pause. I will see you soon. Don't give up. Remember our deal. The recording cuts out. Stare at the recorder, processing what you've just heard. Hearing Sabine's voice opens up something inside of you. An Essen ARP employee. Do they know that I know? Struggle with a mix of concern, distrust. You throw the recorder into a nearby waste chute as you leave the corridor, still unsure who to trust, and head quietly out of the low end. Yeah, I can't imagine anything terrible is gonna happen. Good thing is I am generally very good at this. That's a lot of work. Let's just see how this goes. Nice. Let's help out. Let's babysit me a little bit. Great. Got some I gained energy from that. All right, let's see if I can fully get the low end out. These cycles are going a lot faster now. Not terrible, not great. Still need ship mine stuff. Oh no, there. Those. Okay. Again, just terrible. Absolutely awful. No good. Very bad. Let's put a 2 into here. See if we are able to fully get into low end. Great. Ooh. Faster. Curious data fence. Interesting. You cross between two walls of units. One of the cavernous, quote, streets at the center of the low end. The pressurized bridge is full of the clack of tavla, the shouts of children, the whir of air filters. Sleeper. You turn to see a man sitting at a tavla table alone, somehow untouched by the hustle and bustle of the people around. He gestures to the stool at the opposite side of the table. Sit. Sit at the middle stool. He starts setting out the board with counters, or at least the filter caps low-enders typically use in their place. Caster. He says by the way of introduction, looking over his glasses. Night or day? Gestures at a cap. Night. He nods. Black counters are already on your side. Let's begin. You take a plastic die each bit is worn. Roll to determine who starts. Caster rolls a 6. You a 4. I lead. He smiles. Begin to move his first cap precisely along the board. Blade passes back and forth between you. Dice changing hands as caps spread along the board. As it does, Caster speaks. Eyes not leaving the caps. It's unusual to see a sleeper on the eye. That's why I wanted to play you. You take your turn, rolling a 5 and a 6. 5 and 6s are good, so I should probably play aggressively, right? After all, Sleeper's mind must be somehow different to a human one, being emulated. I mean, as Caster talks, you target his counters, halting his progress, but exposing your caps as you do. I don't mean to offend you. Caster meets your eye. I merely see that you are by definition different. What has been subtracted in the emulation? What has been added? He stacks a wall of counters, a boundary you must break. He hands you the dice. Do you ever think about this, Sleeper? Well, what you were before, what you are now? Always. You roll a double 1, solidify your wall. Caster whistles. The holding game. Endable. You must be brave to build from what came before. He rolls the dice, leaps your wall in a single move. Cannot idle too long, Sleeper. Slower we move, sooner we're caught. Pass you is not just an idea, concept for you. It's a living, breathing person. He looks up over his glasses, his eyes bright and wide. You split from them like a shadow splitting from its caster. They may be sleeping now, yes, but one day they will awake and carry on with their lives unaware of your fate, no matter what it may be. He hands you the dice, smiling. You are a branch severed from the main trunk. An offshoot refuses to die, so to speak. You roll again, under the pressure now, trying to slip your caps out from under Casters before he solidifies control of the game. So what I am curious about is how you see yourself in all this, Caster asks. What does this tangle of truths make you? Well, considering you have drives. Driven. Esther laughs. That much is obvious, sleeper. I see it in your eyes. You're here to make all this count for something. Castor looks away through the glass at the crowded units on all sides. But driven towards what? He starts removing caps, his home board now full. Is there an end here? Or just endurance? Try a few more rolls, attempting to get back in the game, but Castor clears his home board with a sense of the inevitable. He has known he was winning for a while. Feel I may have pushed too far. He slides another cap from the board. I apologize. Your curiosity has a habit of getting the better of me. You roll to return a cap of the board, but all the spaces are blocked. Castor claps his hand apologetically. You play well, really. Your weakness is not your game. He smiles warmly. We have much to learn from each other. He slides his glasses back up his nose and sits back. I feel we could share knowledge, ideas, perhaps even data. His eyes glint at the last word. To our mutual benefit. He slides his final cap from the board. It is over. He has won. I'll see. Please, I don't want to make you uncomfortable. He holds up his palms. My intention is only to help you endure here. And if I am able, feed my curiosities. The game is over. You notice the bustle of the walkway once more, the call of the children, the deliveries, the arguments, the reconciliations. They wash over you as you stand and leave. Castor nodding goodbye as you do. Crossing the walkway, you replay the moves of the game in your mind, looking for an opening you are sure was there. Castor's table. Ooh. A vial of stabilizer and ship mind? Hold on, just gonna quickly do some Havenage hacking for a little bit. It's like literally the thing I do. Okay, Hunter's not coming for a little bit. Any more Havenage? Got a gun. Probably get another Havenage agent later. But that's like that's a ship mind. That will get me. That will get Neovend out. Ah, I'm so glad I looked up low end stuff. Oh boy. Okay. Let's do a very good job babysitting Nina. Get energy, great. And no, I'm not about that anymore. I could get some scrap. I could get some crap. I could get some scrap components from that. That's dangerous. I don't want to be using a 1 on a dangerous thing like that. Yeah, don't want my condition going. Could start contributing to the free spoke, but oh my god, it's also super dangerous. Let's see if there's... Oh, I have no access to this. Okay. Good to know. Oh, is that where Fang is? Great. This might be a good... Yeah. Let's try that. Good. I'm exploring the Greenway a bit. All right. I think that will be the end for right now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy us getting through these adventures, and I feel actually feeling pretty good about our progress. And I'm not as freaked out. I don't know how long that's gonna last, but here we are. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this. Continue making good choices, and I will see you at the next one. Goodbye.